Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about anatomy of the pelvis. So let's start. The pelvis consists four bones. In that there are two innominate bones, one sacrum and one coccyx. So these bones made of pelvis. We have studied already in the skeletal system about the sacrum, coccyx and pelvis. So here we are going to see in details about the pelvis bone. So coming to two innominate bones. Each innominate is formed by the fusion of three bones, in that ilium, ischium and pubis. You can see here in this picture, this part is called as ilium, this part is called as pubis and this part, red color one, is called as ischium. So the composed of these three bones together will call as innominate bone. So this side one and this side one. So there are two innominate bone and the bone are placed laterally and anteriorly. Next one is sacrum. The sacrum is a triangular bone with the base above and the apex below, and it consists of 5 vertebrae fused together. The sacrum lies between the innominate bone and it attached to them by the sacroiliac joint. This is called as sacrum and this joint is called as sacroiliac joint. Sacrum and coccyx is coming under the vertebra column. 33 vertebra column we have studied. In that sacrum and coccyx also is there. So it is a continuation. Next one is coccyx. So the coccyx is composed of 4 rudimentary vertebra and it is articulated with 5th sacral vertebra to form the sacrococcygeal joint. Where sacrum and coccyx join together, that part is called as sacrococcygeal joint. And the coccygeus muscles and the levator ani muscles and the sphincter ani externus are attached to the coccyx from above downwards. So this is about the pelvic bone. In that we have seen two innominate bone, sacrum and coccyx. In the innominate we have seen ilium, ischium and pubis, and the sacrum we have 5 vertebra, that is all are fused, and in the coccyx we have 4 fused vertebra. Now we are going to study about the types of pelvis bone. So there I have mentioned about the 4 types. First one is android, gynecoid, platyploid and anthropoid. This is given based on the shape. So first one, android. In 20% male they have android type of pelvis. In that inlet is adequate, mid-pels is reduced and outlet is short. And second one is gynecoid. So 50% of female they have gynecoid pelvis, and this is the pelvis which is favorable for the child birth. In that inlet is adequate, mid pelvis is adequate and outlet is long. The third one is platyploid. The 5% it is flat and 5% female they have this type of pelvis. In this inlet is short, mid pelvis is short and outlet is short. The last one is anthropoid. So 25% ape like male also, female also. In that inlet long, mid pelvis long and outlet long. So we have seen about inlet, outlet and mid pelvis. Now what is inlet, outlet and mid pelvis? If you see the picture, in this pelvic bones, above part is called as inlet and the midline, this is called as mid pelvis, and down of this part is called as outlet. So in that only we have seen the types based on inlet, outlet and mid pelvis. Now we are going to see the difference between the female pelvis and male pelvis. So in the one side I have mentioned characteristics, and this is for female and this is for male. So we start first one. In the general appearance, for the female it is tilt forward and for male it is less forward. And bone and thickness, for female it is less thin or soft, for the male it is greater and heavy. And the next one is acetabula. For the female it is smaller and further, and for male it is larger and closer. Next one is pubic angle. For the female it is broad or 80 to 90 degree. For the male it is acute and 50 to 60 degree. Next, coming to the sacrum. For the female it is wider, and for the male it is narrow. Coccyx. For the female it is more movable, and for the male it is less movable. Next is pelvic inlet. For the female it is wider, for male narrow. And the next one is pelvic outlet. For the female it is wider, and for the male it is narrow. So this is the comparison or the difference between the female pelvis and male pelvis. So with this we have finished the anatomy and physiology of pelvic bone, and we have seen what are the bone consist at and how many numbers, and what is the difference between male and female pelvis, and how many types of pelvis is there. Thank you.